Hey everyone, my name is Rob Kofero and I'll be presenting on the compound effect by Darren Hardy. Thanks for joining and let's begin. The compound effect is the principle that small action repeated consistently leads to results over time. For instance, reading just 10 books 10 pages every day can help you finish many books in a year. Exercising for 20 to 30 minutes daily can improve your health. Small negative habits like procrastinating, spending unnecessary can also cause problems in the future. There are five main principles of compound effect and there are five main principles of compound effect, but I'll only talk about four. Number one, choice. Every result in our life begins with the choice we make. Even small daily choices matters because they eventually becomes our habits. For instance, choosing to read instead of watching television, choosing to save instead of spending unnecessary. Good choices lead to success. The second one is habits. Habits are action we repeat regularly. The author explains that successful people develop good habits such as reading every day, planning their day, exercising regularly. Bad habits seems harmless at first, but becomes difficult to break if repeatedly often. The next one is momentum. How we cause big move. Momentum is the force that makes success easier to maintain once you once you have started. Hardly compares momentum to pushing a merry-go-round. The first pushes requires great effort. Once it starts spinning, only a little effort is needed to keep it moving. The chapter emphasizes that building momentum requires patience, discipline, and consistent action. Small positive action repeated every day eventually remarkable results. Successful people often achieve greater success because they have already built a positive momentum. This chapter teaches that lasting success is achieved by sharing consistent units. Positive momentum takes over and carries you towards your goal. The same happen in lives. Staying consistent builds momentum, making it easier to continue succeeding. The next one is influence. Our in- the next one is influence. Our environment affects our success. Dari Hardy said we should be careful with the people we spend time with, the books we read, the information we consume. Surrounding ourselves with positive and hardworking people help us grow successfully. Association, the people around you. You become similar to people you spend most time with. Friends, family, colleagues influence your habits, attitude, and results. Having said we should be careful about people we spend time with, the books we read, the information we consume. Surrounding ourselves with positive and hardworking people help us to grow. Association, the people around you. You become similar to people you spend time with. Family, friends, and colleagues influence your habits, attitude, and results. John Jim Horn principle. You are the average of five people you spend most time with. You are the average. Harden recommend dissociation. Remove yourself strongly from negative influence, limited association. Spend less time with people who hold you back. Expand association. Spend time with successful, positive, and growth-minded people. Environment. Your surrounding influence your behavior. Design your environment to support your goal. Remove temptation and distraction. Make success easier and failure harder. Control your influence because it helps you. Control your influence because it helps you shape your choice and habits. This chapter teaches how to speed up success. Push beyond the push beyond the walls. Everyone reaches the point where they feel like quitting. For instance, Lance Armstrong's Green Mountain climb, athletes during difficult training, salespeople facing rejection. The difference between winners and average people. The difference between winners and average people is what they do after reaching their limit. Success comes from pushing through discomfort, the extra effort principle. Drink a little more than required creates extraordinary results. For example, studying a little longer, saving customer better than expected. Small extra effort produce huge reward over time, beat expectation. People consistently people consistently exceed expectation. For example, Darren had been learning Portuguese to ask his wife's father permission to marry her. Business leaders doing more than what they are expected to do. What you exceed expectation, people remember you. When you exceed expectation, people remember you. Do the unexpected. Most people follow the path. Extraordinary people thinking differently, acting differently, deliver more value, stand out for the average. Common actions produce common results. Your own competitor. Instead of competing with others, compete with you. Compete with who you were yesterday. Improve daily. Keep raising standard. Continuous self-investment creates accelerated growth. Personal application. The lesson in compound effect can be affected to our daily life as a student, businessman, businessmen, and so on. The book teaches that small actions done consistently can lead to a great success over time. For instance, studying for just 30 minutes every day is more effective than reading for many hours only before an examination. It can also teach us to develop good habits such as attending classes regular, completing assignments on time, and avoiding procrastination. In business, successful entrepreneurs often start with small steps. They improve their serve customers well, and make gradual progress every day. Over time, this small improvement leads to business growth and success. The same principle applies to saving money. If a person saves a small amount regularly, if a person saves small amounts regularly, the saving will grow over time and eventually be used for important needs and investment. This example shows that success is usually the result of small, consistent action rather than big effort. Conclusion. Darren Hardy concluded that extraordinary success does not come from luck, talent alone, physics, get rich quick scheme. It comes from making good choices, building positive habits, staying consistency, creating momentum, managing influence, and putting in extra effort consistently. The core message of the entire book is small smart choices made consistently over time im- improve a massive result. Success is not a big event. It is a result of our daily discipline compounded over months and years. Thank you very much for watching and listening to me. I hope you learned a lot and feel free to ask any question.